All right, so Daryl, if you're still on the stream, go ahead and post. What are your goals? What are you looking to do right now? And take a look here. Okay. So I always start. I look at achievements first because it gives me an overview of your army and your achievements here. Mainly because this is the easiest way to get gems. So finish off the campaign map at Town Hall 9 with your army that you have. You should be able to finish that off pretty easily. There's only 9 stars, so you've only got the last 3 to go. Finish that off, get those gems. That's pretty easy, especially with the army that you have. You can also upgrade your clan castle to 4. You should be able to do that and finish that off. Let's see here. You're doing decent wars. You're pretty close to this. I mean, I know it'll take a few wars there to finish that one as well. But so focus your attacks on your wars to finish that, and then reach master. So you're almost at your peak of where you've been. But Crystal 2, you're not too far away from master. You can definitely do it. I would make the push to master. Get those gems. Gems are going to help you, for one, unlock that 5th builder. I only see 4 right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I see 4. So push that. Get the 5th builder and work on those upgrades because it's obviously a very rushed Town Hall 9. So get the upgrades, get the gems, and then also help you for when you're resource farming to get to be able to boost your barracks so that you can resource farm better. So let's see here. Yeah, his gold grab is super low as well. It's at 26 million. I mean, they're both together, but it's going to take a while to get that last 74 million, or 73 million or whatever it's going to take to finish that up. So I mean, yeah, go for it, but it's going to take a while. So other than that, I mean, other than the fact that it's completely rushed, I mean, this is another one I was talking about previously is the symmetry of it. And as far as, I mean, it's spaced out decently, but yeah, it's got the symmetry aspect to it, which means once I find one of your Teslas or your traps or your bombs or anything like that, I've found them all. More than likely, I mean, there's a lot of places that they could be, so it's not predictable, which is good. But it's here, 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 here. It's inside, right behind your collectors, or right behind your storages on one of those. So that's where your Teslas are, and then your traps are in there as well. Or you've got in each of those corners. I would actually probably say behind every single one of these storages is a trap, either a Tesla or a giant bomb in that open space behind every single one of them. Now that I look at it, it's possible they could be here behind these collectors here, and then behind these town halls here. But I wouldn't put money on it. I'd say they're probably inside there. So now I know where your traps are at. I know where to avoid it. So you need to randomize it up. I mean, yeah, the symmetry is nice. It looks pretty. It looks cool. But you need to randomize it because it's too predictable. So let's see here. What else? Your air defenses are spread out nicely, which would be good. You could honestly spread out your air defenses even more. Because look here, the edge comes to right here. This one comes to over to here. I mean, they almost touch each other, so it almost creates like a Venn diagram of that overlap. And then same thing here. Like, yeah, you cover all of the base and stuff, but nothing else. So there's nothing else. Like, so the problem with that is that the air troops, balloons, lava hounds, dragons, minions, they're still getting into your base before your air defense even starts to attack them. So like if I dropped them in, they're going to come in and they're going to, like if I drop say balloons or dragons or something, especially balloons, they're going to come right in and they're going to go for these defenses right here. And they're going to go straight for the defenses. If you spread your air defenses out and you put them farther out, you'll attack them before they get there. Like I would switch like your archer tower and your air defense. Put your air defenses farther out at the point. It'll cover more ground, and then when those troops come in, your archer tower's still in range to take out the troops when they're going after your air defense. I would swap those. It gives you more room, it covers more ground on your air defense, and you can still then attack them because this archer tower, look, if you swap, it's in range of your air defense. Look at the backside there. So if you swap them, it's still going to be in range. So do that. Swap them and cover more ground with your air defense. And then you can, because you can still take it out. You're protecting your dark elixir here, but you're not protecting anything else. I would probably move your king and queen out. If you're trophy hunting, it's okay because they're there to protect your base. And they're not going to get killed while your defenses are being taken out. Because, like, the thing is, if you're resource farming, which it's kind of tricky. It's like, yeah, you want a trophy push to get to masters, to get all the gem bonus, but you also want a resource farm to be able to upgrade your stuff because it's obviously very far behind, and it's very, very far behind base, and so you need the resources to be able to upgrade. You can upgrade and do just fine with 4 builders. Having a 5th one is just icing on the cake. So, if you're resource farming, move your barbarian, your king and queen out, move your resources farther in, because you could come, so someone could come and take out your resources easily. It's like bust that wall, this wall, this wall, this wall, boom, I've got all your resources. If you're trophy pushing, yeah, they're there to defend your base, because if you're trophy pushing, the last thing you want is to have your king or queen out here and to die at the beginning of your raid while everything is still trying to take out your defenses. But this way, trophy pushing, at least your defenses are going to take some of the front line out, and your king and queen will be there to defend, once they get further in. So, but yeah, so do that. So it really depends. If you're resource farming, bring your resources in. You don't want your resources taken. Okay, and then spread, either way, swap your air defense and your archer tower. If you're trophy farming, either way, if you're trophy farming, your king and queen are fine. But if you're resource farming, bring them out there. So, but otherwise, that would be the big part. Focus on your upgrades, your research, your armies. Same thing as I was telling the last guy. If you do end up resource farming, Valkyrie Dragon is a good combo because of their AoE attack, so they can run in the middle and they can hit multiple buildings at once with their AoE, especially the Valkyries. They're really strong for resource farming. I actually should have been using them tonight, but, whatever. So, randomize it up a little bit because it's too symmetrical, and so it's too easy to predict where everything is at. You don't want to be predictable. That's the last thing you want in Clash, is to be predictable. Swap your air defense and your archer towers because you'll cover more ground with your air defense, and your archer towers will still be within range to protect them, so that'll be fine. And then if you're resource farming, bring your resources in and move your barbarian king and queen out. If you're trophy farming, trying to push to masters, keep them in there, that's fine. Let your defenses take out the front line before your barbarian king and queen go any further. But yeah, the biggest thing I would say is just randomize it up. It's too predictable. And that's what I see a lot, is it's just very, very, very predictable. And I got to do that on mine. Mine's probably kind of predictable as well. But it's a good start. I mean, it's obviously very rushed, so you got a lot of catching up to do and stuff. But it's a good start. Your village looks nice. So thanks for stopping by. Hope this helps.